Hi, welcome back to Feel Food Factor. Today's special recipe is stuffed eggplant or bharwa bangan. So this is one of those variations of bharwa bangan or stuffed eggplants which is a little bit on the spicier side. So I've taken about 12 small tender eggplants for this, for which I've taken one bunch of coriander leaves and 10 to 12 green chilies and a chunk of ginger. I'm going to make a paste out of it. And now for the eggplants, with a knife I'm going to slit it into 4 quarters and I'm going to put them in cold salted water. Two things here is that dropping them in cold water and salted water takes away any bitterness of the eggplants, and also when you stuff anything inside the eggplants it will be easier. So now I made a paste of the coriander or cilantro, hara dhania, along with green chilies, ginger, salt and turmeric. So now I am going to stuff this inside the eggplants. Be very careful so that you do not break the eggplants here, because they are already slit into 4 quarters. So be a little gentle. So after stuffing all the eggplants, please do not forget to wash your hands, because you're handling green chilies and it's going to be spicy. So be very careful. Yeah, after stuffing all the eggplants, I'm going to heat up a pan. The pan has to be heavy bottom and thick. Add a generous amount of oil to this pan now. This particular recipe of stuffed eggplants requires a little more oil. So do not hesitate to add oil and drop in the eggplants very carefully into the hot oil. So once you see those sizzling around, all you need to do is just put the lid on and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. So now I'm going to put the lid on and I'll come back and check after 5 minutes. This is how it started oozing water. And yeah, now we're going to gently flip the eggplants to the other side. So be very careful while handling the eggplants, because they're already so tender and we already slit them. We need to handle it with care. So after turning them to the other side also, again we'll put the lid on and we will let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. This eggplant needs to be cooked only on low flame, because we want the eggplant to be soft enough and also all the flavors infused very well. So again after 7 minutes I'm checking back. So it's halfway through. So as I've already added a little bit of salt while I was making the stuffing, I'm going to add a wee bit of salt here as well, like about quarter teaspoon maybe, or even less than that. So I'm going to sprinkle it on top, and also I'm going to put the remaining stuffing that I have used earlier, because I did not use it completely. The remaining stuffing will go on top of the eggplants now. So after adding the stuffing, the coriander, green chilies and ginger, that paste, I'm going to add it on top and mix it a little bit so that even this paste is cooked in the oil. It gets a nice brown roasted color at the end of the recipe. So I'm going to put the lid on again, and for 5 minutes I will leave it. So after 5 minutes I'm checking it back, and yes, the eggplants are soft, and also look at the nice green color from the coriander or hara dhania. The flavor and this combination is so classic, and anybody will drool. This is a droll worthy recipe. So eat it along with hot steaming rice with a dollop of ghee on top, and this is going to be so heavenly and so delicious. You have to taste it to feel it. This is one of my favorite recipes, I would say, because whenever I feel like eating a spicy food, I prefer making this eggplant with a lot of green chilies and ginger and hara dhania or coriander. But this is not with too many spices. It's all about aroma and flavor. So definitely, I recommend everyone trying this recipe, and it is worth the efforts that we put into stuff the eggplants. I hope you all like this recipe, and do tell me how you like it in the comments section. And also do not forget to post a pic on my Instagram page. Like, share and subscribe to Feel Food Factor.